Vinny Tortorich here. Hey man, if you're a fan of Vizzy, you might be a fan of me too. I'm the guy that gets people to lose a lot of weight. I have something free for you guys. This is no clickbait. Just go to VinnyTortorich.com and there's a big banner. It's a free PDF, how to lose weight. It's an intro guide to NSNG at VinnyTortorich.com. Go check it out exclusively for anyone who listens to Izzy Presley. Thank you.
Replay Guitar Exchange is your premier independent guitar store. Being independent is good. With all of the major brands, including new, vintage, and pre-owned, you can find the guitar, bass, amp, or accessory you are dreaming of. From vintage to the newest models, Replay Guitar Exchange can help you find that perfect piece. They have industry veteran expert staff, all players like you down to the owner. You aren't just getting a great guitar, you're getting the Replay difference. Find them online at replayguitar.com and find your dream guitar today.
Hey ladies, Sass Pants Designs will take that rock shirt that everyone has and make it your own in a flattering, sassy, and simple way. There are one-of-a-kind tank tops, lace-up tees, and tube top dresses already in stock. Check out the online store at sasspantsdesigns.com and like Sass Pants Designs on Facebook for special offers and custom orders. That's sasspantsdesigns.com, sasspantsdesigns.com. Sass Pants will make you the envy of the party.
RockstarLeatherworks.com is your home for badass rock and roll gear. Featuring 100% handmade leather bands, watches, cuffs, bracelets, and more, Rockstar Leatherworks has something for everybody. Whether you are going to the show or you are in it, you can find something to fit your needs. Choose from a variety of designs or create your own masterpiece. Their bands and watches are second to none. They also ship internationally. Who needs a stage to be a rock star? Check out RockstarLeatherworks.com.
Hi, this is Bobby Brown, and welcome to another fucking podcast.
You kids with your loud music and your Dan Fogelberg, your Zima, hula hoops, and Pac-Man video games, don't you see? People today have attention spans that can only be measured in nanoseconds.
See, son, old legends never die. They just lose weight.
Like a legend and an out-of-work bum with a lot of life.
Hello, you crazy dirt fucker!
Party time!
Yes, it is party time. Hello, Hollywood. Hello, world. Hello, my loyal minions. It is good to see you, and it's always good to be seen. Izzy Presley here on another fucking podcast. It is Tuesday night. It is 6 p.m., and we are coming to you live from beautiful downtown Burbank, everybody. Got a great show lined up for you tonight. Matt Fuller of Puddle of Mudd is in the house. Going to get to him in just a second. Oh, we got a lot of fun shit to talk about with Matt. Going to talk about the LA scene. Going to talk about Chicago and how much El Secord will always suck. Going to get into all that kind of good stuff. Guys, make sure you do all the social media at Real Izzy Presley all the way across the board. Instagram, Twitter, and the Facebook. And, of course, the Facebook page is Another Effing Podcast. And pinned to the top of that Facebook page is a PayPal link. If you guys want to donate to the show, it's so easy. Just click on that link and go ahead and send me money. Listener Jeff, who is now a Bailey J fan, popped in $20 last night. Thank you, Jeff. Got a donation today from listener Tommy. Very nice donation. Thank you very much. And listener Mother Marsha. Yes, that's my mom. Yeah, she sent me some money today too. So always happy to get money from mom. I always feel bad about getting money from mom though. But you know, she sends it. You got to take it. Of course, t-shirts are available. And, of course, I leave in the morning, 6 a.m. for the beautiful Toronto, the Great White North. Going to be hosting the Killer Dwarfs Charity Golf Tournament this weekend. So I'm going to be gone. I might do a show on Thursday night live on YouTube. We'll see. Maybe Monday. I don't know. Probably Monday for sure. Maybe Thursday, depending how drunk we are. You know what it's like partying with Canadians. So we're going to get to all that. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Next week, Thursday night, is Punchlines and Backlines, the comedy show that I am very, very happy to be a part of. We got 7 comedians with myself and co-host Courtney Cronin Dold. Kate Quigley is headlining the show. Always happy to see Kate. Very, very funny gal. And our special musician this month is Robbie Rist, who is a musician, but he's also an actor. We know him from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies, does the voice of Donatello, I believe. I think it's Donatello. One of the ones that have a tello on the end of it. And he's the voice of a very popular kid show. And, of course, we all know him as the little blonde-haired kid who killed the Brady Bunch. That's right, Robbie Rist, Cousin Oliver. It's going to be awesome. Very, very talented guy. And he's doing stand-up comedy for the very first time. And the night before, Hollywood and Highland soundcheck live at Lucky Strike for Lotso's birthday. It is going to be a shit show. Always is, and he always pulls some very, very special guests for that. No cover at either of those shows, so if you're in the Hollywood area, come on down. That is next week, next Wednesday and Thursday. I get back on Tuesday, and I'll probably be extremely hungover because of goddamn hosers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. First time for this gentleman. Been bugging him for a while, but it finally worked out because he finally had something to promote. That's usually the best way it works. From Puddle of Mudd, the guitar player, Matt Fuller. Good day, eh?
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I am good.
Good.
How are you?
I'm sufficient. I'm going to crack my very last Michelob Golden Light because they are not available here. Only in the Midwest. And somebody was nice enough, a friend that was visiting home, came back and he brought me a 12-pack of Michelob Golden Light. And I'm going to enjoy this last one. Oh, yeah. Oh, Matt doesn't drink, so he's not getting jealous of the fact that I'm enjoying a beer.
Yeah, not at all. So Robbie Rist is doing that show with you?
Yeah.
I love Robbie.
Oh, Robbie's
I've known
great.
him for years. I've known him for years, but I've only done one gig with him in all that time.
Dude.
But yeah, what a killer dude.
Oh, killer dude.
So talented.
It's funny, how I met Robbie, or how I came across Robbie, this is before I moved out here. I was fucking around on YouTube one night, and I came across him sitting in front of his computer. He still had long hair.
Yeah.
And he was jamming on Wouldn't You Like to Know Me off the Paul Stanley solo record from 78. It's like, dude, this is awesome. And he was just, he doesn't sing like Paul. It's like, wouldn't you like to know me? I'm like, oh, this is fucking great. So I touched base with him, and, the rest is history, I guess you could say.
There you go.
Very well. So you're a Chicago kid. I did not know this.
I spent my formative years in the Chicago suburbs. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Wasn't born there, though.
Oh.
I was born on an army base in Vicenza, Italy.
Oh.
Which 2 months ago I finally got to see.
Really?
Yeah, we were on tour, and we did 3 shows in Europe, one in Prague, the next day in Austria, and then the next day in somewhere in Italy. I forgot the name of the city. But then we had 2 days off before we had to come back to the States. So we went to Venice, and it was only a 45-minute train ride. And so I was like, well, I got to see it. I'm here.
Yeah.
And so I saw the base where I was born. They wouldn't let me in or
obviously
take pictures of the base.
Of course.
But then I walked like 2 blocks away, and I saw the apartment where I spent the first year of my life. And I was taking pictures and video and sending it to my mom and dad back in, they're now in Florida. And
of course they are.
So it's like in real time, I'm like, oh my God. And my mom's like, hey, can you turn around and take a picture of the market right across the street? And I was like, yeah, sure. So it was cool, But yeah, so I spent the first year there, the next year in San Francisco, and then till I was 21 in Chicago area.
Did you have pictures that you were able to reference to know where these places were?
No, my mom let me know the address.
Oh, okay.
And then
okay.
I was taking photos and sending them to her, and she's like, yeah, 3rd floor, that was where we lived, and stuff like that. So it was interesting.
Oh, dude, I bet. I suppose. Because there's no memory.
No.
It's just stories.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, Chicago.
Yes.
You're a Blackhawks fan.
I am, yes.
Yeah, fuck Al Secord.
Jealous?
No, not jealous at all. Dude, that North Stars Blackhawks rivalry was just something it was pure gold.
Yeah.
If
If someone's a thorn in your side and you hate them, that's great.
Oh, I know. That's what it's all about. Cubs fan?
I was more of a White Sox guy.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
your team just caught up.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I don't. 3-2. It's only the top of the 4th, brother.
Yeah.
Lots of time. The Minnesota Bomb Squad here. This bar league softball team that we have.
For those wondering, there's a TV sitting right next to us with the White Sox Minnesota game happening. So
absolutely. So
yes.
music in Chicago.
Yes.
What were you into in Chicago? Was there like local? Were you into like the Enough's Enough and the Left, Sex, and Death and all that kind of stuff?
I knew of them, but I lived there till I was like pretty much 21, so I didn't really get to do a lot of the clubs downtown because it was 21 and over.
Yeah.
But I knew the names, from the Illinois Entertainer, which is like Illinois' version of BAM magazine or whatever. And I remember back then I was a good little church boy.
Still are.
Not so good anymore. But I had this retreat. Yeah. We had this retreat up in Wisconsin. We had one weekend, and then 2 weeks later we had another one. And the first weekend we were there, Enough's Enough was there recording their first record.
Oh, wow.
So I kind of got to meet them in passing. And then 2 weeks later, or it might have been reverse, I don't remember. But 2 weeks later, Skid Row was in there recording their first record.
Oh, yeah. When you met Chip, did he immediately say, "Listen, little brother, it's all about trim and cocaine, okay?"
No, it was more just a passing thing where it's like, "Hey guys," didn't really like speak with them. But I did speak to why can't I think of the bass player's name of Skid Row?
Rachel Bolan.
Rachel Bolan. I'm thinking Roland. I'm like, no, that's not it. Yeah, Rachel. I spoke to him and I was like, hey, do you remember this? And he was like, oh yeah, I remember all you guys. I don't know if he really did, but maybe he did.
Well, you never know. I mean, because it was so early in their career, they could remember shit like that.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, you know what? And it's funny. Like when I met the Skid Row guys, we were on a gig with them in like Montana or something like that. Really nice guys.
Yeah,
just really, really nice. Same with, obviously Enough's Enough. I've known Chip now for a few years and stuff. But yeah, just really nice guys.
What was your impressions of Sebastian when you met him, when he was that young?
You know what? Again, I like back then because they hadn't released anything
yet.
Yeah,
you didn't know it, but I mean...
Like, it was just like 5 guys with long hair walking by, just kind of in passing.
Dude, there was Jack Daniels and cocaine!
Yeah. But I've met Sebastian since.
Right.
And he's always been really nice to me, And again, I know that they're two separate factions now.
Oh, yeah,
the band.
absolutely.
But, I found both sides to be really nice. And, obviously, I wasn't in the middle of it, so I don't know what happened. It's like everybody has their good side until they meet someone that they don't get along with.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Did that...
trust me, there's plenty of people out there that think, very rightly so, I might add, that I'm an asshole. And I am. But then there are other people that will stand up for me.
It's just the haircut.
Yeah,
it's just the haircut. Did you become fans of these bands though after kind of meeting them and going, dude, I want to check this out?
Well, I do remember like being like, oh, that was that band that was recording.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was, when I was a kid, growing up in the Chicago area, I didn't really listen to what was on the radio at the time. I listened to classic rock.
Okay.
Because I was just kind of like, I don't want to.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
And it wasn't really until I know the terrible word grunge, but when the grunge stuff happened, that's when I was like, oh yeah,
right.
That was my thing, kind of, really.
Well, yeah, I get it. I mean, so you were, how old were you when that grunge thing happened?
Oh, let's say I was just years old.
Well, we've got to be pretty close in age. I'm going to be 47 in October.
Yeah, we're very similar, yeah.
Yeah. But were you exposed to because Chicago is known for a pretty big punk scene too.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, my brother and all his friends were very much part of that scene and like the goth scene, Bauhaus and Sisters of Mercy and obviously all the punk stuff too, like what's that band? Naked Ray Gun, I think, was here, but what's the band I'm thinking of?
I don't know. I'm not a punk guy.
7 Seconds Screeching Weasel. That was
okay.
Yeah, but my brother and all his friends were into all those bands, so I would a lot of this was osmosis for me. Like I would kind of hear it, and now I hear these songs and I'm just like I heard This Corrosion by Sisters of Mercy the other night, and I was just like, oh my god. I love this song, and Join in the Chant by Nitzer Ebb. Like, again, it was like one of those songs that I'd always hear in the background, and now I really like it a lot, So I don't know. weirdness.
Oh, yeah. Oh, big shout out to Michelob Golden Light, by the way, for sending me a nice little care package, a T-shirt and a bunch of koozies. I was expecting a neon, but, a T-shirt and some koozies, I'm not going to complain. Well, it's funny because basically what I know about the punk scene in Chicago is what I learned from that Foo Fighters series that was on HBO.
Right, what was that called?
It was great. It was awesome. Hey, Twins just hit a home run. Tie game. What the fuck? Lost Highways.
Right.
Lost Highways.
Yeah.
And because they did if you guys aren't familiar with it, go back and watch it. It's fucking amazing. And basically what they did is they went to different towns and recorded a record, and they wrote all the lyrics based on Dave Grohl's interviews with icons in that town. And the Chicago one is like, they're talking to Albini and that's what I know about the Chicago punk scene, just from that.
Right.
But did you, speaking of Albini, did you ever hear this ties into fucking Chicago, of course, the Cheap Trick in Color Albini sessions?
Yes, I have. And speaking of Cheap Trick.
Yes? Sonic Highways, yes.
Yes. 2 weeks ago in Sturgis, we were on the bill. It was us, Foghat, and Cheap Trick. And we'd played with Cheap Trick once before in Michigan. So we were, we knew each other. And again, nicest guys in the world.
Yeah,
just
that's what I've heard.
Just so nice. But, before the gig, we're saying hi and, hanging out a little bit. And then when Foghat was on, Rick, we were sitting backstage, and Rick just turns to me and goes, "You should get up and play Surrender with us." I was like, "Are you kidding?" He goes, "No, you know it, right? It's, it starts here." And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. He goes, "Yeah, you should get up and play Surrender with us." I was like, "Okay." Like, Rick asked you to play Surrender with him. You don't say no.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Did you get to play one of his guitars?
I played one of his guitars, yes.
Oh, yeah. Which one?
His Epiphone Wilshire. It was funny, though, because there was, right before, as the song was happening, Rick was, going, "Oh, we're going to have one of our friends in Pop Evil play." And I was like, just a slip of the tongue.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was like, "Oh, shoot, they got someone else." And so I was just standing there, and he looks at me, he's like, and I'm like, "Oh," and he goes, "Oh, you're going to make us wait for it now?" And I'm like, so I go booking across the stage, grab the guitar, and then he's like, "Oh," because Gilby had just played Dream Police with them right before
nice.
that. And then he had Gilby come out as well, so there was a lot of people.
Oh, dude, that's
me
badass.
and Gilby, and then Cheap Trick, and I played Surrender with them.
Dude,
it was awesome.
Killer. That's got to be a little weird combination, though, because Puddle of Mudd isn't exactly in the Cheap Trick realm. It's
true.
It's still rock and roll, but it's more
the
modern.
funny thing though is when you break it down, I mean, we're both just pop bands,
right?
One just tunes down half a step and uses more distortion.
True,
but I mean,
true.
If you really listen to a lot of the Puddle of Mudd stuff, there's a lot of there's a lot of pop songs going on, and There's a Cure influence in there, there's some guitar stuff that you'd listen to and go, that's fine by me too.
Yeah,
we played with the Cure last month in Austria, that Austria gig that we did. It was like this big festival, and there were 3 stages, and the Cure headlined one. I think Slayer headlined the other, and we were on the stage that was kind of the throwaway stage.
Yeah.
But it was funny because right before we played, the band that played before us, I think they were a local band or something. There was 70 people tops in this huge field. And we were like, "Oh God, this is going to be bad." And then as we're setting up, all of a sudden the field just starts filling up. And we were on at the same time as Smashing Pumpkins. Jeff is one of my buddies in Smashing Pumpkins. And I thought for sure, everybody was going to go over there. But luckily, there was enough people. And they had a huge crowd, and we had a huge crowd. And it was great. And then when the show was over, the sound guy's like, "I've worked this stage the last 6 years in a row, and this is the biggest crowd we've ever had here."
Wow.
I was like, yeah.
Well, it does kind of fit. You have a band that has a song called "She Fucking Hates Me."
Yeah.
Playing on the same bill as The Cure, where it's all depressing fucking music.
Right.
It kind of fits right in. I got some listener feedback. Scotty checking in from Canada. Take off. Scotty says, "Love Puddle of Mudd. Takes me back to Valentine's Day in 2018 cruise when I sang She Hates Me out to the Valentine's crowd."
Nice.
Scotty goes on the Monsters of Rock cruise, and I host karaoke on the Monsters of Rock cruise. So there you go. That's how it all ties in. Jacobus says, what a cool story. Jacobus, are you done jerking off to the tranny porn now? You good? You good? Everything's good. Bailey J and Aubrey Kate are out of your system for now until you go back to it. Good. So how old? So you were, 21 when you came out to LA?
Yes.
What, was it just, this is where I have to be? Was it the dream, or was it just, fuck it, I need to change?
Well, oddly enough, I had come out here to visit. My brother and I, we came out to visit. Mm-hmm. My mom had just started working for one of the airlines, so we could fly under her benefits because you could fly till you're 22, and then it cut off.
Right.
And I was like, and so we had a friend that we knew who had moved out here, and so my mom was like, you guys need to take a vacation. So she bought us tickets to come out and visit our friend, and we did, and we met some people here, and then I ran into people that I knew from Chicago here, and I just made a lot of friends, and then this was like during the Christmas holidays, so it's, warm and beautiful here.
Yep.
And then I fly back, the vacation's over, I fly back, and, I go out to my car, which was a 72 Bug.
Nice.
And, I'm thinking, I'm going to go up to 7-Eleven, get in my car, turn the key, and it just goes. And I just, at that moment, went, fuck this. I'm moving to California. Because I thought, well, I've got 6 more months to fly under my mom's benefits. So I thought, now would be the time. Because then that way, if it doesn't work, fly back.
Right.
And I got here, and I just never left.
Did you... Were you in? I mean, did you get kind of thrown into the scene when you got here? I mean, how long did that take you?
For me, it took a while because, again, I came from more of like that church crowd thingy.
Right.
So I didn't really come into Hollywood that much, and when I did, I would play shows. But I would always play these shows, and 6 people would show up, and. Mm-hmm. Whatever. It was.
So just like today.
Yeah. Exactly. Hi, all 6 of you listening.
Thanks for coming, Bob.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I forgot to say, Swede, you're a bitch.
The Swede is a bitch. He smells like herring and regret.
Yes. I told him I would make fun of him on the show, so
I
always throw that in. Yeah. But I love the Swede in all reality.
No, the Swede's amazing.
Swede is awesome. But, so yeah, I mean, I slowly got into it, and then, when I got into this band called 20 Cent Crush, and that was part of the jangle pop scene that was happening here, and that's where I first met Robbie Rist.
Okay,
he was in a band called the Andersons, and he also had a band called Wonder Boy, and all these bands would play together a lot. And then after that, I was in a band called Plasticine. Now we can move into the basketball.
Oh yes, yes.
Plasticine was the first band I was in that was signed, and like my Instagram handle is, don't add me because I don't really want followers. The guy who replaced the guy, because I ended up replacing the singer's brother in that band.
Okay.
And then we put out the record, and it.
So were you the singer?
No. I replaced the singer's brother on guitar. Okay. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And album didn't do very well, but we had a song in the movie Basketball, which was how you and I became friends.
Exactly. What part was I quoting?
I don't remember because this is for those who aren't aware. Izzy hosts the Lucky Strike Jam.
Yep, Soundcheck
Live. And I was playing one night, and I mean, out of all the songs he could have picked to make this quote, it was as I'm setting up to play whatever song I was set for that night, and I'm setting up and getting my pedals, the pedals set for the song that we're doing, and he says something about basketball, and it perked my ear up, and I'm like, did you just say basketball? And you're like, yeah. And I go, did you know that a band I used to be in has a song on that soundtrack? And then, we're sitting here talking as, the show's coming to a complete halt. And we're, having a conversation about basketball. And it's like, oh, shoot, we better get this thing going.
Yeah, right.
And that's pretty much how you and I became friends.
Right. What's, okay, hold on. Let me get this thing set up here because we are going to get a taste of that song.
Okay.
Because you know what? I have so few listeners that I just play music and say, fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because what are they going to do? Sue me for a squirt of piss?
Yeah. Hey, they might get a record sale out of it.
Well, actually, while I'm doing that, Jacobus wants to know, do you have a favorite guitar that you play?
Ooh. There's a lot of guitars that I like. I'm a Schecter artist. Like I'm
nice.
endorsed by them, so I have a lot of their guitars. I really like the stuff off their retro line, like a lot of offset body type stuff. So I mean, my favorite is my Ultra GT. It's a blue and white. You know what I'm talking about? That blue and white one. So I would have to say, if anything, that's probably my favorite. Like that's my go-to number one.
Well, until we actually start this Oasis tribute band, then you can play the British flag.
Right. I've still got the Epiphone Noel Gallagher British flag guitar.
There you go. We actually have to do that.
Yes.
I'm sick of talking about it for 3 years. What's the name of the song?
Lemon Yellow.
Lemon Yellow.
Yeah. There's actually a video that was shot for it.
There you go.
Yeah. But again, the video. Oh, I just saw a clip of the video on there. Yeah,
All right.
It is, that second one.
There we go. Here we go. This is in basketball.
Yep, there's a little bit of me in there somewhere. Wait. Yeah, there I am.
What, carrying the carpet?
No, I can't hear.
Ooh, that chick is hot.
Yeah, we never met her. Her parts were filmed one day, ours were filmed the next day.
Of course they were.
Of course they were. Yeah, we never met any of those three girls. Although one of them apparently was one of the directors.
You can talk into the mic.
Sorry, I guess I should talk into the mic, huh?
Yes,
I'm so busy trying to look at the video, which, I'm like a monkey. I'm easily distracted. There I am with the green shirt. Yep, and then the red shirt.
Oh, the red shirt. Okay.
Yeah, we kept switching shirts.
Oh, wait. You're switching shirts. Oh, you actually have a full head of hair there. God damn, I
did,
would mount
yes.
her.
This was when I had to have a, stereotypical Oasis haircut.
Yes.
That's what this band was very much like. The singer was British. He was from Nottingham, and it started off with him and his brother. And then they fought so much that the brother had to go.
Oh yeah, and I see him. He's got the Liam Gallagher haircut.
Totally,
he's got
yeah.
the fucking
and we all had
tambourine.
We all had Hush Puppies and Adidas. There I am.
There he is.
But anyways.
Yeah. Back when rock stars didn't dress like fucking rock stars.
Yeah, but I still get checks every quarter for like 42 cents because that was in basketball.
Mailbox money, baby.
Yeah.
Lisa, new listener, Lisa Solak checking in.
I know her.
That. I have that soundtrack.
Yeah, she's a friend of mine from Chicago. So.
Oh, very well.
Yeah.
Very well. Chicago, the home of Ray's Music Exchange.
Yes. I just watched that movie this week, too.
Greatest movie of all time, bar none.
Yes, absolutely.
Bar none. Speaking of Music Exchange, first half of the show brought to you by Beater Amplification, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I love these amps. So excited for the Izzy Presley TCB1 to be available. Coming soon. It's still in production. 100 watts of testicular fortitude. Pull 2 tubes. You got yourself a 50. 3 channels. Oh, just sick tones. I forced Matt to plug into it before we came on the air, like I do.
You really twisted my arm on that one.
Yeah. Oh darn! I have to play it through a fucking hand-wired, hand-built head.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love them. Check them out. 2 E's. Beater Amplification.com. Here, let's do this. We're rolling in. We're rolling in about half an hour here. Let's take a short break. We'll come back and we'll get into the Puddle of Mudd stuff and talk about the new song, talk about the new record, talk about the kind of your history with the band, and touch in on a whole bunch of stuff. And coming out of the break, we'll play you a clip of the new song, which is called Uh-Oh. It is another fucking podcast. Matt Fuller, Puddle of Mudd in studio. Rockwood Saloon Authentic Apparel takes rock and roll fashion to a new level with their tees and tanks for men and women. They also make custom shirts, jackets, vests, pants, hoodies, beanies, and more. The Rockwood Graphics Department can design anything from your logo, t-shirt design, promo posters, band swag, and printed at great prices. From tour shirts and custom stage gear to killer threads for the street to the stage, Rockwood Saloon has it all. Rockwood Saloon, authentic rock and roll apparel for stage and street. World tour tested for quality, comfort, style, and durability. Check them out at www.rockwoodsaloon.com. That's rockwoodsaloon.com.
Retro Arcade brings Minnesota and surrounding areas arcade games from the days gone by. All of those great games from pizza joints and arcades are available in cocktail units and custom machines. Dozens of favorites from your youth in one machine to complete your game room or man cave. Retro Arcade also sells and services your favorite pinball machines. Find them at facebook.com/80arcade. That's facebook.com/80arcade. Retro Arcade. Your youth is just one click away.
If you need to promote your band or business, or just want to stylize, personalize, or customize your ride, check out vid-decals.com. Want to create and customize your own stickers representing your band, or make your own bumper sticker? Vid Decals can do it. All stickers are printed on quality vinyl and can be placed on any flat surface. Stickers are an affordable way to promote your band or business. Go to vid-decals.com to get started. That's vid-decals.com. vid-decals.com.
Hey, what's going on? This is Tom Arnold. I like fat women and cocaine. And you're listening to Izzy Presley here on another fucking podcast. And I know Izzy from Cocaine Anonymous meetings. I've actually seen him at the meetings with Ace Von Johnson from, I probably shouldn't say this out loud, but Ace has got a bad coke problem. And his sponsor is Josh Todd from, and again, I shouldn't say this out loud, but Josh is his sponsor for Buck Cherry. He's addicted to upskirt porn. And they're both being sponsored by the Eagles. The whole band, the Eagles. Anyways, another fucking podcast right here with Izzy Presley, and call your sponsor. Fucking it.
Oh, baby, where do I begin? I fucked it up again. I did a real good job. I'm really not sure if you have enough. Lately I know I've been pushing my luck. Remember that time I said I'd take you on date? Showed up drunk about 3 days late. I'll do my best, gonna make this right. Girl, you gotta know that you're the love of my life. So this right here's my apology. So while you're on the line, can you come and get me? Oh, I fucked it up again. Oh, baby, where do I begin? Oh, I fucked it up again. I did a real good job.
That is from the brand new Puddle of Mudd record, which is called
Welcome to Galvania.
I should have wrote that down, but that would have constituted work and preparation.
Yeah.
But the song is called Uh-Oh. Very cool. It sounds like Puddle of Mudd.
That was, that was the goal. Like when we were recording the record, obviously put a little bit of our own stamp on it for me, Michael, and David. But at the same time, not take it out of the realm to where Puddle of Mudd fans are like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
Because you don't want to start, speaking a foreign language to people when they're expecting one thing, So, yeah, I mean, I'm really glad that this album's finally coming out. Like the recording process was like, it's like over a couple years we recorded it, but it was like, we'd be told, okay, learn these 3 songs. In 4 days, you're going in and you're tracking them. And it'd be like, okay, so you learn them, and then we practice, and then we go in and cut them, and then nothing for like 6 months. And also, for what it's worth, we've been like on the road every weekend.
Right.
If, for the most part, just weekend fly dates, but also sometimes, longer stretches. For the last 4 years, a couple little breaks here and there, but for the most part, for the last 4 years, we've just been touring like mad. So it's like, whenever we could fit it in, we'd go and record, and then nothing, and then go and record,
right,
nothing. So
well, how much of those in that? Because that was before Wes got cleaned up.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, how much of that was used, and how much of it was redone after Wes got cleaned up, and you guys?
Well, the album was actually finished almost completely before any of that happened.
Okay.
And then after he got cleaned up, I went in and I redid a couple little guitar parts on a couple songs, and he went in and I think recorded a couple vocals, a couple, just wanted to like add some stuff to here and there. But for the most part, it was done. We just, circumstances dictated that, the way things went. But it all worked out great because we ended up signing with Pavement Records, and they've been great. I mean, the single dropped on the streaming platforms the day after my birthday, July 12th. My birthday was the 11th. So that was a nice birthday present.
Very belated.
Yeah, that was a nice birthday present. And then, right now on Spotify alone, I haven't added all the different streaming platforms plays, but just on Spotify alone, the non-clean version is already racked up like 450,000 plays.
Wow.
And then, you take that and add the clean version, and then the YouTube, and then the video just dropped last week. But before, there was just like a, static picture on YouTube with the song. And the video just dropped Thursday, and it's already got 25,000 views. So, people seem to be digging the song, which is great.
Yeah. And it's getting picked up by radio, correct?
Yeah. 2 weeks in a row, it was either the top ad to mainstream rock radio, or 1 week it was tied for the top ad with that Bruno Mars, Ed Sheeran, Chris Stapleton song. But, it's been getting added. People love it. And it's
that went in one ear and out the other.
But last week, the first week it was on the charts at number 40, and then 32, and then this last week it was 30. I don't know if it's been updated for this week yet, but I'm
creeping up this week on the Billboard charts is the
Yeah.
brand new one from Puddle of Mudd. This song is called "Uh-Oh" on American Top 40.
Yeah, good Casey Kasem there.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
But I'm just I'm enjoying watching it.
Yeah.
And it was funny because I've gotten some of my friends who I've been in bands with in the past or whatever who are sending me emails and stuff. But one from my buddy Dean Cameron, who any of you who've seen the movie Summer School will know him as Chainsaw.
No,
Yes,
you know that guy?
Oh yeah, I used to be in a cover band.
Dude,
with him.
can you get him on the show?
I can ask him.
Dude.
Yeah, Dean's awesome. But he sent me an email, and, he was just like, hey, I just want to say congratulations. You deserve this. You've been working so hard, blah, blah, blah. But then the last thing he wrote was the part that really touched me, because he said, you're now a charting guitar player. And I was like, dude, bucket list. Check that off the bucket list. Because that's, when you're a musician, it's like, there's things that you want to do, like Hollywood Bowl. I played that.
Yeah.
I got to play that with when I was doing my little stint with Bow Wow Wow. There was, big 80s night where it was Go-Go's, Psychedelic Furs, the Motels, and Bow Wow Wow. So I've been to the Hollywood Bowl twice. Once to see the Police with Elvis Costello, and once to play. So...
Dude.
There's little things.
Was Belinda Carlisle radiant?
She was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Were you having flashbacks to that Playboy issue?
I actually never saw it.
Oh, God. Oh.
Let's save this for after the show.
No, because this is important stuff.
But I'll be honest with you. You know who's always been my favorite member of the Go-Go's?
Who?
Gina, the drummer. And she was so nice.
That's good to hear. I like hearing
they were all really nice.
Yeah,
and Jane was really, really nice, too. I didn't really get to meet Belinda or... why can't I remember Jeff McDonald's... Wait, is it Jeff or Steve? One of the Red Cross guys are married to her. Charlotte Caffey, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't really get to meet her or Belinda, but I met Jane and I met Gina, and they were both... Oh, wow. Yeah, very nice.
Yes. Sorry.
I did read the background of this, and I don't know if it's true
Jesus
or not.
Christ.
But I think she was 42 at the time when she did that, and the reason she wanted to do it was because she felt she was in the best shape of her life, and she was like, you know what, I want to document this while it's still happening.
Yeah, dude,
you know what?
That's exactly why Tiffany did it too.
Yeah.
She's like, why not?
Yeah,
and Debbie Gibson, God bless her. God bless
all
her
of
as
them.
well. Michael Brandvold checking in and saying hi. You know Michael Brandvold?
I think he's our PR guy.
Yes, he is.
Sorry, I don't know a whole lot about this stuff. I would just show up at the airport and go to the shows.
Sorry for sidestepping you, Mr. Brandvold, but I just called a friend. What can I say? Oh my God, the Swedish horse is here. He must have heard the bastard call. I knew I smelled herring and regret. Scotty Strickland says Dean is in one of my favorite movies of all time, Ski School.
Yes,
it's epic.
I think that South Park episode was kind of a take on that movie too.
And is that one of those 80s B movies with lots of titty in it?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I love those. Oh my God, Hot Moves, Hots, Fraternity Vacation. I could go on and on and on.
Yeah.
Of course, then the king of them all, Porky's. But Jacobus wants to know, did y'all? That's right. He's in the South. Did y'all ever argue in the process of making the record?
Oddly enough, no, because there wasn't really time.
Okay.
Like, it was such a guerrilla tactic recording thing. Guerrilla, G-U-E, not G-O-R.
Right.
And it was like, guerrilla recording. So, like, we didn't really have time to argue about stuff. It was just learn this, rehearse it, get it, put it on tape or put it in this, ones and zeros and do it.
All right. Does Wes write it all, or does?
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
I think he wrote or co-wrote all the songs on the record.
Okay.
Again, like all the songs on this record were like songs that had been demoed, and we were given demos, and like there was hundreds of them, and they sorted through them and picked like the best 15 or 20, and then they narrowed it down. There's a couple tracks that we recorded but never finished, but. These are the ones that we finished and deemed the best.
Nice.
So,
did you play on the covers record?
No, that was like a year before I got in the band.
Okay. How did you end up in the band? How did that all come about?
Interesting story. Well, interesting to me. Everybody else probably think this is stupid, but Rainbow Bar and Grill.
No.
Can you believe it? 4th of July, 2012. Sitting in Lemmy's seat in front of the little, the little video poker machine. Mm-hmm. Lemmy was obviously out of town at the time.
Obviously.
And I'm just sitting there and, this is when I still drank. And so, and just for the record, I have no problem with people drinking. It was just, for me, I just one day was like, okay, I'm done with this. So I don't want anybody to think I'm preaching at them or anything like that.
You're not coming off like that at all.
Okay, good.
I know in private you're a douche about it, but
I'm just a douche in general, though.
Well, yeah.
But anyway, so sitting at the bar, Wes plops down next to me, and he and I have met countless times before that, and there were he'd always be like, hey, we should jam together and stuff, but we'd never just followed through.
Right, kind of like our Oasis band. Yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly. And then he sits down and we're hanging out, and he's like, oh, you know what? I need a new guitar player. He's like, I need a new guitar player and bass player. He goes, what do you play again? I go, well, I can do guitar or bass. He goes, you're my new guitar player. And I was just like, okay, yeah, we've talked about this before.
Right.
Yeah, there's nothing to come with this. But, he and I just, hung out and drank and had a good time and partied and, whatever. And then, he took down my number and he said, all right, I'm going to call you tomorrow. We're going to go over the set list. We have a show in like 2 weeks or something like that. And I was like, cool, dude, thinking I'm never going to hear from him again.
Right.
10 a.m. the next morning, dude, meet me at Pink Taco in 30 minutes. We got to go over the set list. And I was just like, holy crap, this is really happening.
Wow.
So literally, I didn't play a note for the guy, but just based on, my reputation or whatever.
Yeah.
He trusted me enough and was like, you're in the band now. And that's how I got in the band.
Wow.
Do I suggest that as everybody's, is this the way to get into any band? No.
Absolutely not.
There's no one way to be successful. Whatever, just my only advice to people who are trying to be successful is go out.
Yeah.
You don't have to drink. You don't have to do any of that, but just go out, be cool, hang out with people, talk to people. And for me, talking to people is excruciating because I'm so socially anxious. And
I'm the same way, brother.
Yeah. That's why it took us so long to become friends.
Right, exactly.
Takes that opening moment, For me, it's just really hard to open up to people. But anyways, and so, just the main part is, you have to obviously be able to play your instrument.
Right, that helps.
But more importantly, you have to be able to hang. Like, you have to be cool. Like, because if you're someone that just no one can stand to be around, doesn't matter how talented you are, people aren't going to want to hang out with you.
Exactly. That's why I live my life this way. Live your life, have fun, don't be a douche.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that simple. But a lot of it goes back to that whole thing. It's really right place, right time.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I can't remember who said that. I was listening to a podcast the other night, and I can't remember which one it was on, but I think it might have been Corolla. And he was talking about success. No. Ironically, it was Brady Black on Days of Our Lives has a podcast. But he does the For Dummies podcast. So all the books, so they do each week is a different For Dummies book, right?
Yeah.
And this week's, I listened to it twice. And it's about being successful. And the guy that he had on is like, you just have to remember this. Everything you do, wherever you go, is always an audition.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the Twins just took the lead, by the way.
Yeah, that guy just gave me the right back at you. But yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, I've known people who think I'm just going to sit at home and practice or whatever, and I'm going to get discovered and I'm going to be huge. And it's like, how are you going to get discovered if no one knows who you are?
Right.
You got to get out there. And again, there's not one right way to do anything, but the one thing I can say is you definitely have to get out there because people have to know that you exist.
It's all about networking.
I mean, just like the jams alone. Exactly. How many of my friends now have good gigs because someone saw them playing and went, oh, you know what? That guy might be good for this band. Like just recently, Matt Riley got the Avril gig because Ferlazzo saw him and was like, hey, that guy can play bass and he looks cool and he seems like a nice guy. And now he's playing with Avril Lavigne.
Oh, this all makes sense. This is why Ferlazzo never lets me play. He doesn't want somebody to discover me and take me away and have me on tour at all times so I can be here every month for Soundcheck Live. That's it's got to be what it is.
And for what it's worth, Matt Riley owes me for that one because I brought him in on Sex Pistols night at the Viper Jam, and after that, everybody wanted to play with him. Right, Riley? Yeah.
Nice. Very, very nice. So you guys... middle of summer, you guys touring a lot? You guys?
Yeah, we just finished about almost 2 months. Some in the States, some international, and the shows have been great. We a lot of them have been Mudfest, which is us, Saliva, Trapped, Saving Abel, and Tantric. And shows have been great. All the bands get along, which is nice. And then just with inside Puddle alone, it's just, we're stronger as a band than we've ever been, and it's just, it makes it more fun. We get out there, we rock these shows and, the audience seems to be having a good time and, that's really the most important thing.
Does it feel though that you don't have that, that feeling of what the fuck is going to happen? You know what I mean? Because
the danger,
like the Axl, what's going to happen feel?
Well, I mean, I still feel like every night is different.
Yeah.
But
obviously.
The chances of it being different in a bad way, have, pretty much gone away. Like every once in a while, there might be some technical difficulties or whatever that
it happens.
But I mean, other than that, it's like like we might be playing a set and. Wes will look down at the set list and be like, and he'll just call an audible and be like, let's do this song instead. Which
it's all about feel.
And then, exactly. Like feeling the crowd and going, or just whatever's in his head and just like, I don't want to play that song. I want to play this song. And we just hit it, and it still keeps it fresh and exciting. So, just because he's, clean and sober now does not take away the the danger or the fun atmosphere. We're still going to put on a great show, and I know that the whole Jim Morrison thing. There's people that still want they're hoping for the meltdown,
right? Of course.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like he's a human being.
No, absolutely.
I like the people who are more happy to see him having a comeback and succeeding.
I agree. But it's funny. It's like, because obviously there was a lot of backlash about, when all that shit was happening, but a lot of it was because social media and it's out there. Right. And I hear this shit. I'm like, fucking rock and roll.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Dude, he jumped off stage, got into a car, drove 70 miles in Minnesota and got pulled over. Fucking rock and roll.
Right. I mean, and we've all done.
Oh, we've all done stupid shit.
Unfortunately, because who he is and his
exactly,
position, it's going to be reported.
Oh, absolutely.
Whereas there's, before anybody knew who I was, did I do stupid shit? Hell yeah. Luckily, no one cared.
I love it. I mean, but is there still? You still feel there's a segment of the population out there that don't know that he's clean and sober and expect this shit to keep happening?
Absolutely, because I still get people that are like, "Oh, you guys, oh, you're in the band. Oh, are you one of the new guys?" Because that one incident that happened years ago where they thought, where he fired us all on stage or whatever,
right?
And it's like, you know what? Like that was just a one night thing,
yeah,
where he was just, he was having a bad night and whatever. Next morning, all was normal again. Like, there was no gap, you know. We're still a band. We're still rocking.
Right.
We're doing better than ever. Just let's look forward to the new record.
I just imagine that happens. All of a sudden, the next morning, lobby call. Fucking hey guys, let's have a great show tonight.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, you know, I mean, and you're going to get this in any walk of life. You know,
absolutely.
You're going to argue. You're going to have your moments, but then the next day, it's like, hey man, sorry. You know,
yeah,
and you move on.
Yeah, and I will say this. I've met Wes once, and obviously at the Rainbow. Where else would I fucking meet somebody? And he was just a really nice guy.
He is.
Hears about podcasting.
Yeah,
dude, I want to come on your show, and then it never happened. But when he called me the next day, he's like, "Yeah, dude, let's do this." I'm like, "All right, cool. I'll call you back. I got my face in this fucking pork sandwich right now," and then I never heard from him ever again.
Yeah, and that's
but it is what it is.
Yeah, and the reality is, if he was a jerk and had no redeeming factors, I wouldn't be in this band anymore.
Absolutely.
But I'm here, and Dave's here, and Michael's here, and we're still rocking, and it's been the same lineup since October 2014, and we're just getting better with every show and with every day, and I'm having the best time of my life.
Dude, that's all that matters. Yeah, I mean, you got a new record that's coming out. You're fucking charting on the fucking on the American Top 40.
Yes.
And you're touring. You're having fun. That's what it's all about. That's why we do this.
I saw Jim Morrison's grave last month.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you check to see if it was empty?
No. But and then I also went to the apartment where he died too. So because it was like close
oh wow.
there. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like I'm getting to see places in the world, while on tour, and it's like, oh yeah, that like things I wouldn't see otherwise.
Does shit like that? Does that excite you? Because
hell yeah.
I interviewed Rudy Sarzo a long time ago, and it was in August, and it was in July, but the issue was for August for the Elvis month issue, and so we talked about Graceland. I'm like, you ever gone? He's like, no, I don't believe in going to see somebody that's dead go see their house. But I can respect that.
Yeah,
I get that. I totally get that.
I get that.
Yeah.
But for me, it's more of a, like the Doors to me when I was in 7th and 8th grade. They were my band. So it's like, I just wanted to go and, it's like one time we were in England and I had a day off and I walked 4 miles to go see the house where the band Badfinger lived.
Oh, wow.
For their first 2 records. And they wrote, and I, just so I could get a picture of it. And then I walked another mile to the cemetery where Keith Moon, Mark Bolan, Sigmund Freud, Peter Sellers, like all these people are interned. And, it's like, I want to see these parts of history, And to me, it's not like, let's go, be gore or ghoulish. And
oh, yeah,
to me,
absolutely.
it's more like paying tribute because I just want to just be like, wow, someone that meant a lot to me.
And it's funny. It's one of those things that I don't take advantage of here. It's all the graveyards.
Right.
I obviously I've gone to Hollywood forever. I saw even though I'm not a Ramones guy, I was like, but that fucking statue is cool as hell.
Right.
And you're walking, oh, hey, look, Jane Mansfield. She was hot.
And isn't Rod Serling's there too? Twilight Zone. I think.
Is he?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. Well, and a lot of them, it's like you don't even know. It's like, oh, shit. It's just a little thing in the ground. It's not a huge fucking monument.
Right.
But have you ever gone up to Dio's grave?
I have not, no.
You know who's right next to Dio?
Who?
Liberace.
Wow.
And it's the exact same size and the exact same thing. It's just right next to each other. Ronnie James Dio and these fucking horns and all this shit. And right next to him is fucking Liberace.
You want to know, speaking of cemeteries and stuff, like 2 years ago we were in Vienna, Austria, and we had a day off again. And oddly enough, Eliza James, the violin player.
Oh, yeah, of course.
She happened to be in town for one of her gigs. And so we ended up meeting up with her, and she took us to this cemetery, and Mozart, Beethoven, Strauss, Bach.
Oh,
they're all and it's literally Mozart's headstone is in the center or his grave marker, and then Beethoven's is here, Bach's is here, and it's in this circle with Mozart's in the middle, and it was just like when you go to things like that, to me, I'm sorry, I still think it's cool. Yeah. And then it was funny because like on the other side of the cemetery is Falco's grave. Remember Falco?
Oh, of course.
His was really cool. It was like this big like stone, like it almost looks like the Washington Monument but red, like, and it's got his Falco on it. And then it's this glass with his image etched on it. And I mean, obviously he only had one hit in America, but over there he had a bunch.
Yeah,
and it had
absolutely.
the names of all of his hits etched on it as well. And it was one of the coolest grave sites you could imagine,
Dude, have you ever done Graceland?
I haven't.
Oh,
we haven't been there yet. So,
oh, dude,
at least not during my time in the band.
You gotta go see Graceland. It is. I mean, it's a monstrosity now, because they got the huge mall on the other side, which is capitalism central. But it's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I remember that I went in 2010, and I went there as I was moving to Florida. But I did it. I touched base and was like, look, I write for this magazine. It's going to be in the August issue. Can I do something, take some pictures and we'll use your stock photos and all that shit. And yeah, come on down. We'll give you the full tour. Like, nice. And I go up to the ticket booth. She hands me my fucking folder and I almost started crying. I'm like, this is, because I mean, obviously, I'm a fucking Elvis geek.
Yeah.
And then you sit down in the shuttle bus to take you across the street to the grounds. And it's all guided by headphones, right?
Yeah.
And you put the headphones on and it starts, and welcome to my world. I started welling up. I'm like, oh! But it's fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
It's cool. And then, you go downtown Memphis, and it's just Elvis shit everywhere.
Right.
Right. But the Hard Rock, they have the Super 400 from the 68 Comeback Special. Big, that looks like that Ibanez over there,
well, every city, like if you didn't get a shirt from the Hard Rock.
Right.
Like I'm wearing my Hard Rock Paris shirt, because if you didn't get a shirt from the Hard Rock in the city, were you really there?
Yeah, absolutely. Or a shot glass. Or,
right, something, yeah.
Tranny hooker. Whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever. All right, man. Albums available on what? iTunes?
It will be available. I think if you go to Pavement Records site, you can pre-order it now. It comes out Friday the 13th, September 13th.
Okay.
As far as I know, I'm the worst with this because I'm always the last to know, but I think it'll be available on, digital download and physical copies. I'm hoping vinyl because I want vinyl.
Have you ever been on a vinyl?
Yeah, this punk rock started as a punk rock cover band, and then we started doing some originals. Viper Room at one point was going to start their own record label, and we were the first band that they put out. And so there's there's a box of 45s in my closet because then like they changed over the management and sold it and all this stuff. So they just gave us all of them, and it never really happened. But they're like, whatever you do, don't sell them. We don't want to see these on eBay or whatever. But here you can have the whole box of like 200 singles. So that's
one?
Yeah, of course.
I promise not to sell.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so that's the only vinyl I've been in. But I want to be on like a full length vinyl, with the artwork and just because when I was a kid, I loved looking at the records and reading the stuff on the back, and that was fun for me.
I'm sorry, I'm cracking up because like can I have one? Yeah, of course. And I was gonna say, well, would you sign it? But all I could think of was basketball. Would you sign my chicken?
Yeah,
that's why I was cracking up.
Oh yeah, and if you ever watch Basketball to try and find that song, it's when he says it's Alien Anal Probe Night at the ballpark.
Oh, nice!
That's when the song is playing.
Nice. Oh, Jacobus is pre-ordering now. There you go.
Nice. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
And people, you don't want people to add you on social media.
I mean, add the band.
That's
the more important thing. I mean, it's really about the band. My personal social media, I have Instagram boring. And it's pretty boring.
It's pretty boring.
Purposefully boring.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's no fun.
Just go add the band and stream the single, watch the video, enjoy it. Hopefully it, puts a smile on your face. Like, turn it on when you wake up in the morning. It's a song everybody can relate to. Uh-oh, I fucked it up again.
Yeah.
It's something.
Story of my life.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody can relate to it. And you know what I think? If you wake up and you listen to it, it's like, okay, I can get through this day. Even though I fucked it up again sounds like, oh, Jesus. in reality, I think it's more of a song of hope.
Yeah,
because
well,
it's like.
It's a fun. Seems like a fun song,
and it's a really fun song.
Oh, I fucked it up again.
It's a fun song, and it's very catchy for sure.
Absolutely. All right, and dates coming up.
We're playing this Saturday at the Montclair Canyon Club, and then next week we're in Texas for the whole week, and then after that, I don't know. You have to look at Polestar or the Puddle of Mudd website or something on it.
Yeah, Puddle of Mudd website's probably
that's probably your best bet. Yeah.
Ironically, Texas, where all my exes live.
Clever.
Hey-o! Matt Fuller, everybody! Yeah! That was fun, man. You did a good job. I'm going to be dumb.
Good thing for that double shot of espresso. It got me talking.
Yeah, that's right. Let me hit my Black Diamond outro. All right, folks. Been another great show. Matt Fuller, Puddle of Mudd. Make sure you guys check out the website, pre-order the record. Scotty Strickland says, thank you both. Awesome show. Can't wait to get the new disc. There you go.
Awesome.
See?
Thank you, Scotty.
You sold a couple records here. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Most importantly, hopefully they like it.
That's also most important. Check out, even though he didn't play on it, check out the covers record. It's really fucking awesome.
Yeah. Check out all the records. Actually,
all the records.
Volume 4, that's my favorite because it's the most aggressive.
There you go. Aggressive is good.
Yeah,
we like aggressive. All right, folks, we'll see you in Toronto tomorrow. I'll be up there until Tuesday. This Friday is the Killer Dwarfs Golf Tournament, hosting with my good friend and arch nemesis, Nikki Black, or Flo from Progressive, whatever you want to call her. Yeah, we'll do a show for sure on Monday, live on YouTube. Because I maybe we'll do it on here. I just don't have all the good shit. But video would be kind of fun. I don't know. Anyways, if you guys want to donate, give me some walking around money in Toronto. It's izzypresley@yahoo.com is the PayPal. Just go to the Facebook page and click on that PayPal link. Or, donate to the show, buy T-shirts, follow Real Izzy Presley all the way across the board. Don't forget, what I lack in talent, I make up for in cock. My name is Izzy Presley, and I do love you all.